Hello, today I'll be covering division. Division can be represented by phrases such as quotient of, divide, divided by, or shared equally among. Those are all phrases that mean division. Now, what is division? Division is the opposite of multiplication. Like when you say 2 times 5 equals 10, you could also rewrite this and say 10 divided by 5 equals 2. So when we do division, we are going to use that concept a lot. Now, some properties of division. Any number divided by 1, because that's what the fraction bar means, divided by, equals the same number. Any number divided by itself is equal to 1. 0 divided by number equals 0. And a number divided by 0 is always undefined. So let's move on to example 1. Find the quotient. 63 divided by 7. Like I said, we're going to use the concept of multiplication to solve most of these. Basically, what I ask myself, what times 7 equals 63? Well, 9. 9 times 7 equals 63. Therefore, 63 divided by 7 equals 9. B, 56 divided by 8. Well, what times 8 equals 56? 7. And this is where knowing your multiplication tables comes in a real handy. Now this says 7 divided by 7. That's how it's read. It's not this 7 on the outside divided by that. It's this 1 divided by that 1. Well, we just learned over here with the properties, a number divided by itself always equals 1. D, according to our properties, 0 divided by any number, so 0 divided by 8 in this case, is always equal to 0. And then 8 divided by 0, well, according to another one of our properties, that is always undefined. Or another way to write that is that an empty set or no solution would be a circle with a cross. That might be a way you might see it written also. That just means undefined or no solution. Now, sometimes when we do division, it doesn't come out exactly even. And when that happens, we have what are called remainders. So if I do 9 divided by 4, well, there's nothing times 4 that equals 9. So I have to think of the next number smaller than 9. Well, I know 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 is very close to 9. So what I'm going to do is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. Now, because this is leftover, that's called our remainder. And we can show it like this. 2, remainder, 1. Now, as you remember, this is called the dividend, and the number on the outside is called the divisor. Your remainder, right here, is always going to be less than the divisor. If it is not, the number you chose, in this case 2, your quotient, was too small, and you have to choose the next one higher up. So sometimes division is guess and check. Now to check this, with remainders, the whole number times the divisor plus the remainder equals our dividend. So the whole number is 2. Our divisor is 4. Our remainder is 1. And that should equal our dividend, which is 9. Well, 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So 9 equals 9, so it checks out. Now again, because not everything comes out evenly, sometimes what we do is called long division because it takes a long time to do. Clever name, right? So over here I have 2 examples of some long division problems. 576 divided by 7. So when you do long division, the easiest way to do it is with the bracket. Now when you do long division, what you do is the 7 go into the first digit. So does 7 go into 5? No. What some people like doing is then they put a placeholder 0 up here, but it usually doesn't mean anything unless you're dealing with decimals. Then you go on to the next 2 digits. Does 7 go into 56? Yes. 7 goes into 56 8 times. 8 times 7 is 56. And again, we're going to go 56 minus 56. When we do this subtraction, whether it's our final step or just a middle step, this number should always be less than your divisor. Well, 0 is less than 7, so I can move on. After you do a subtraction, you will always drop the next digit. 7 going to 7? Yes, 1 time. 1 times 7 is 7. Subtraction. 7 minus 7 is 0. 0 is less than 7, so that checks out. What this means is 567 divided by 7 equals 81. Now on to 504 divided by 9. Again, the easiest way to do it is with a bracket. Does 9 go into 5? No. Does 9 go into 50? Yes. Not evenly though, so how many times will 9 go into 50? Well, 9 times 5 is 45. So that's pretty close, so I'm going to try 5. 5 times 9 is 45. 50 minus 45 is 5. Well, 5 is less than 9. So I'm good, so I drop my next digit. Does 9 go into 54? Yes. How many times? Well, 9 times 6 is 54. 6 times 9 is 54. 54 minus 54 is 0. And 0 is less than 9, so that works out. What this tells me is that 504 divided by 9 equals 56. With long division, you will get remainders sometimes, unlike these two problems. And I thank you, and I hope this was helpful.